Yes, hello, welcome to Craft House here on Crafters TV. My name's George Akid. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you may be in the world. It is lovely to see you. Welcome to another wonderful show of the Craft House, a Dreamees special, should I say. Yes, Creamies, Christmas and Dreamees. We're going to call it Creamies, why not? Yes, Christmas and Dreamees. It's been a busy day, I'm not going to lie, it's been a busy day. Plenty of crafts right this morning with the wonderful Becky, and then we had a launch day with Becky, and Sarah was here, and myself on a Saturday with those brand new dies, which you love, those middle dies. They were a storm. And well, to round it off on a Saturday, well, we need someone very special in the Craft House. It is, of course, the lovely Jan. Good evening, Jan.
Good evening, George. I think our first official time working together, isn't it? Yes, we have met before, but our first official show together. So, yes, one to mark. But good, glad to be back and doing what I love, honestly, George. And I've been playing with MDF all week. So, thank you to those ladies at Dreamees, because I get a chance to play. So, yeah, this is what comes under the heading of work. But honestly, it's just playing. It really is.
It is indeed. Do you know what? I'm quite new to crafting and quite new to the Crafters TV family. And when I saw these, I was like, hang on a minute, this is crafting as well? It is. These are the Dreamees sets, and they are so unique. We're going to start with something which I think will be perfect for yourselves as crafters, or maybe for your kids or for the family to all get involved in. We're going to start first with this layering nativity scene, MDF kit. Now, what you're seeing here is MDF. It has been decorated. It comes in a flat sheet, and you pop all it out and you create it a little bit like Lego. Layering nativity scene MDF, £14.99, $21.99. Platinum price as well there, which gets you extra 20% off, £11.99, $17.59. Lots of stock. Half the stock has already gone on this. So listen, if you are wanting this, I think it needs to go into your basket. But what you're seeing here, look how detailed this is. The piece on earth, it is beautiful, nice and clear. Every single one of these pieces pops out of the sheet, nice and easy. Look, I absolutely adore it. I think this will be perfect for you. Now as well, we've also got nativity. If nativity is your thing, we've also got this. I'm going to bring it out from behind the nativity. It is the sleigh. Look at this. And the reindeers as well, they come into this as well. It's the wonderful sleigh and reindeer. I haven't got the reindeers here with me, but you get the sleigh. Now this, again, beautiful. Imagine this on Christmas Eve, your personal owned, decorated decorations in your house. The MDF sleigh and reindeer kit. I've only got the sleigh to show you, but the reindeers, again, are beautiful. Oh, Jan, have you got the reindeers?
I've got two on mine.
Let's have a look at Jan's reindeers.
I've got two on my sleigh. I don't know whether I shall. Shall I bring it across for you? Yeah?
Yeah, so look at this.
I've got
so that's the sleigh.
This is one that I've started decorating. But just look at these little guys, honestly. I've got, let me move my box out of the... Yeah.
Half the stock already gone on that, on the Dream. This might be a sell-out of the show today. That is the Dreamees MDF sleigh kit and reindeer kit. Again, all nice and flat pack, and you can decorate this to however you want to do it. Now, we're going to move on to the baubles, again, or ornaments, as you call them over there in the States. You get 5 in your pack. Brilliant. We've only got 4 on display. We've got 5 in your pack. Imagine, again, everyone at home can decorate their own bauble. Imagine that on the Christmas tree. That would look so good, and you can do it however you want. Now I know some people, when they do their decorations, do it however they want. You know, some people have a theme, blue and green, or sometimes pink. This could do whatever you want. Look at that little reindeer there on the bottom, so cute. I love them. You get the 5 baubles measuring 155 millimeters across, so about the size of a small ruler. That's what you're going to get in there. Absolutely stunning. Quarter of the stock already gone there. £9.99, $14.99. Look at that platinum price as well. That's a steal of a thing. Now we've got the trees as well. 4 trees in your kit on this one. These are the beautiful basic tree art boards. Now the reason they're called the basic trees is because they are basic when you look at them, because they are the plywood tree, but what you do with them makes them so special, because you get it and you go, oh, well, it is just plywood. It is plywood, but it's been all done, all the details being cut out for you, and you can do whatever you want to do to these trees. Imagine on a Christmas day, you can make these as your centerpieces or nameplates in your house, on your dinner table, however you do it. These will be perfect. Again, £9.99, $14.99. Yours. Some third of the stock already gone today. Well, this is going to be a good show. I think a lot of things are going to be selling out in this. Now, this one is the most popular. This is the Gingerbread House MDF kit. All of that there is MDF. It is absolutely stunning. Again, it comes in that flat sheet and you pop it all out, slot it together, paint it, decorate it, do whatever you want. You can do your mixed craft on here, fabrics, card, paint, whatever you want to do. Get involved with this because this is going to be beautiful. I think, oh my wow, 60% of the stock has already gone on this as well. So I think, look, if you're wanting this, you are going to need it today. £10.99. $15.99. Platinum price, look at that platinum price, that's a steal. £8.79, $12.79. Christmas Eve box. Jan, let's have a look at your Christmas Eve box. Look at this.
Well, mine's sort of part decorated because I'm going to continue this later on when we get to demo. But basically, again, it all comes flat. You pop all the pieces out to make the sides and the box itself, so all MDF,
yep.
And then you get all the flat pieces to put the lid together. I'm going to show you how to do that later in the show, and then you get that beautiful element to go on the top there. And I'm going to finish decorating. I've just started adding some paints and things to this, but we're going to finish this later on in the show and decorate the top of it, and I'm going to put a bow round it, which is why I've got my tape at the ready. But yeah, a really good size. I'm just looking now, we're looking at over 11 inches by sort of nearly 7.5 inches. So it's a really good size to pop all your bits and pieces in there for Christmas Eve.
Beautiful. A third of the stock already gone on that. £17.99, $26.49. If you want that in your set, add it in there. Now we've also got some little extra bits, and hopefully we get to show you them a little bit later on here in the studio. It's the lights that go with them. Now this is the Dreamees Delights. You get 2 sets for $4.99, $7.99. I mean, the platinum price is cheap. Listen, half the stock has already gone. And what you can do with these is add these around your scenes. We've got them around our gingerbread house and around the nativity, and we'll turn the lights around a little bit, and you can have a quick look of what we've done with our lights here in the studio. These are going to be a great addition to your Christmas set, especially if you want to make them a centerpiece in your house, one of your main decorations. You're going to need these Dreamy lights to go along with them. And at that price, it's a steal. Alternatively, you can also have the Create a Christmas Pad Duo. Some beautiful sheets here. You've got the Christmas paper pad or the traditional tidings paper pad. Each pad has 48 sheets. So you get a lot of paper in there today. So much paper, it's going to be half the stock has already gone, and you're going to get 2 of those pads in each one as well. You're getting 2 of them, so you're going to get so much paper for your money. And this is the traditional tidings paper pad here as well. The duo set comes with this. You're getting both of those. If you go for the traditional tidings paper pad, you get both of those pads in your basket today. Half the stock has already gone in there. Look, I think we need to meet someone very important. We need to meet someone who is the brains behind these amazing decorations that you're seeing here in the studio. It's the wonderful Carol. Good evening, Carol.
Hello, George.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm really good. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Well, lovely Carol, to meet you, even down this distance.
I know, it's good. It looks safe, and we've got to play by the rules. That's what we like to do best here at Crafters, is play by the rules. Now, listen, I want to know, whereabouts in the world are you from? Whereabouts are I talking to you right now?
Mansfield in Nottinghamshire.
Mansfield, that's it. I know Mansfield very, very well. Now, I'm quite new to the crafting world. I just want to know, how did this all start? What was what's the word I'm looking for? The motivation to start Dreamees.
Right. Well, it was my daughter that started Dreamees, Hayley, and she does all the design work and everything like that as well. But she was 18 and she didn't want a 9-to-5 typical job.
Yeah.
So she thought, right, let me have a little go at crafting. And we went to a craft show, just a local craft show. And she came back with £50 and she said, that is what I want to do. And from obviously little acorns, here we are now. And that was 11 years ago, so 2010 when we started.
Wow. And it's from pillar to post. It's so good. I mean, look at these sets. They are beautiful. And I think there's a really nice family vibe about these, and that's what I love about your company, because it's mother and daughter working together, and these sets can be done as a family. That's what I love about them. So, question, and this may be a very hard question for you to answer. What is your favourite set that you've designed, what we've got here in the studio? What's your personal favourite?
Probably the nativity one.
Yeah.
I've not had a chance to play with that yet, because it was literally designed, cut. Hayley decorated the one that you've got there, and I've not got one here at the moment, but that'll be on my job list next week.
Well, listen, I think that's going to be a really popular one today. Like you said, they are so beautiful. Jan, what do you think about our lovely Dreamy sets here in the studio?
Oh, I love working with MDF, honestly, and I hope I can do them justice for you, Carol, I really do, but I absolutely adore it. I've been busy in my craft room all week. Every time I open the door, I could just smell the MDF in there. It was brilliant. So yeah, I've had a go. I've decorated some of them. I've got some of them to finish off in the show. So yeah, we're going to work our way through them and fit as much in as we can for you.
That's lovely. I'm sure you'll do us proud, Jan, because you're perfect at what you do.
I hope so.
You will.
We match as well, don't we?
I was just thinking that. I know. I should have known, and I brought it on. It's just a bit tight. Carol, I hear you've got some Christmas Eve boxes to show us.
I have. Right, I've got one here. So this is one that I did a while ago. So it's just the top as is, but obviously in the kit that you've got, you get all the letters and everything.
Yeah.
So you can actually put the child's name on it, or Mr. and Mrs. or whatever you want to put on it. But they are a really nice box. And also, what I'll show you as well is I've got another one here, because you do get plenty of letters. So if you want to do another box, you can always personalise another box.
Nice.
Or you could use that extra lettering on a card or another project. You know, so don't just think your lettering is just for that box and you won't use it again. But literally, they are so easy to put together, so nice to decorate. I mean, you could get the children to decorate their own if you wanted to, couldn't you?
That would be beautiful, a little handprint or something like that. Now, I've got loads of comments coming in. Maria saying, I love the Gingerbread House. Everyone's loving these. Absolutely love Val. I love the Dreamees. Pamela, I'm so happy to see them back in stock. I need it. Question that it keeps coming in. How is Jimmy, the MDF king?
Oh, he is fine, thank you. Yes, he did break his hand the other week, but yes, he's all okay now and he's fighting fit and back to normal. Yeah, so Jimmy is Hayley's partner.
Right, okay. That is good.
So if you didn't know that.
Well, hopefully, fingers crossed, he gets well soon. Send him our love. Hey, listen, Carol, you're going to be sticking around for a little bit longer. We'll come and see you in a little bit, Carol.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much. Right. Let's get kicking off on this, because listen, everything is getting sold. We are maybe having some sellout stuff. 60% of the stock has already gone on the nativity scene. Right, Jan, what are we going to be looking at first?
We're going to have a look at the Gingerbread House. I feel as if I'm on Beat the Clock now, George, because obviously we've got to get cracking before we sell out, haven't we?
Yes.
So the basis behind most of the kits is that it all comes flat packed, and then you actually assemble it, decorate it, and then it's yours to keep. So in the Gingerbread House, you're going to get your base, you're going to get the actual house, and then you get 2 sheets of accessories, really. Right. Now you can see where I've taken some of mine out already, and I've had a play with them. So I've actually done one of the trees and backed it with some paper. I'm going to show you how to do that in a second when we get demo in. And they've all got this little sort of lug at the bottom that allows them to then fit in to the areas in the base. So they just click in there, and you've actually got them ready to go. So what we'll do is we'll sort of start putting this together, and as we go along, I'll explain what I've done. Okay. So I've got part of this I've already done. If I flip it over, you can just see here, it's got that gorgeous sheen. Mixing and matching products tonight, because I've also got some of my Cosmic Shimmer products with me. Yes. And I know a lot of our customers have already bought some of these, George. So I thought if we use them tonight, it's giving you another idea of what you can do with them. Yeah. So this is actually the metallic gilding polish, and I've used the red bronze here, and I've done half of it. I was just going to show you how easy it is. It's gone straight onto the MDF, no sort of priming or anything. I've literally just taken it straight out of the pot onto my applicator, and then it will go straight over the MDF. So if we just do the other half of it.
Is that just like one coat application as well?
A couple of coats, yeah. I've sort of done the first coat, and then I just went over it to make sure it wasn't too patchy. I suppose it depends how much you put on. I'm sort of put it on quite lightly to start with, and then I tend to go over it. I suppose if you put a thicker coat on, George, you might only need the one. Yeah. Yep.
Well, sometimes it's nice to build the layers, isn't it? Sometimes less is more.
So literally, it's just as smooth as anything, and it's a great way of covering, you know, your MDF if you want to make it coloured. Yeah. I'm going to show you some other ways that you can use it as well. So literally, just smooth that out. All you need to be careful of and be mindful of is that you don't get too much build-up in what have I done with my tissue? In the little places where you're going to stick your elements in. Because if you get paint in there, then obviously it's going to take up space that you need for the bits to slot in. So I just got that little bit out of there, make sure we're good. So that's literally as quick as it was to cover that. And it's got that beautiful, beautiful sheen on it there. So let's have a look at some of the elements that we're going to put in it. And I've managed to get covered in this already. I've only been on air 2 minutes, look. So you can see there that beautiful sort of element to it. So this is the back.
Yep.
And then you've got places to put all the bits and pieces in. So if I just leave that to dry and actually flip my house over, I've started decorating this as well, because we want to try and get through as much as we can in the show for you.
Yes.
So in your flat pack then here, you can see where I've actually popped out the window pieces. So you get 2 window pieces and it's all marked for you, so you literally stick them over. Now I've done some of my colouring just purely with alcohol pens. They go great onto the MDF. I've actually added some of my sparkle pens here. If you lift this up, you can just see I've got a nice sparkly door there.
Wow, that's gorgeous.
So a bit of colour on there first and then the sparkly door. And then you get extra pieces. You can see where this large piece has come out of here, which is all the icing. I call it icing because when you make them out of, for cakes, it's icing, isn't it? But the snow, and I've literally just used gesso on that one. Now, if you've got the fake snow, you could put the fake snow on there. I've got the fluffy stuff coming up later in the show. You can use that on there. So again, all sorts of stuff to, you know, just to make dimension. But I'm actually happy with that flat. And I actually used a piece of sponge which has given a little bit of texture in it as well. So just to dab it on, I can see up close here that there's just that little bit of texture. And then I've literally just gone freehand with the bricks. So I've just taken a fine liner pen and literally just gone in totally freehand and just drawn in just the bricks in there just to add. You may want to cover it with paper. I'm going to show you how to do that on some of the other elements later in the show. But yeah, whatever you want to do with it, you can just actually add the detail. So the reason I've gone that far with it is because I wanted to show you some of the other elements. So what I'm going to do, let's see, we'll put it over here where you can see, hopefully. And we'll stand that piece, now goes in the back, and it literally just clicks in. So we'll just get, where do we need it, Charlotte, where you can see it? Brilliant. If I leave that there, then I'm getting covered in that already. So you can see we've got the basis of it going there.
Yep.
And then you get 2 of the trees. So I've actually done 1 of them, and this was really straightforward. The MDF pizzas just pop out. They've got little tiny notches where they're still just tacked into the background. Yep. Just pop them, and again, whichever side, doesn't really matter which side you decorate, if you might want to decorate both sides. This particular one, I've taken some paper from the paper pack and I've actually covered the whole thing with it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some of my tacky glue, and I'm going to cover the MDF with the tacky glue. Just give that a shake first and pop this straight, oh, are we bunged up? I've not used this one for a while. I normally use my little applicator bottle, but with it being a bigger surface area, I thought we'll go for the main bottle. It's on strike because I've not used it.
He's gone, no, this is it.
It's got the
not
face
doing
on.
it.
There we go. No, not playing today. Is it coming? Oh, here we go.
Here it comes.
So yeah, all I'm going to do is pop a layer of that. If you've got decoupage glue, you can use the decoupage glue. If you've got sort of glue that you use for rice papers and things like that, you can use that. Anything will stick it onto the MDF. It's pretty good natured, I think. Find you can do such a lot with it. But all I'm going to do is pop that on, not too much. And then I like to just smooth it out because I'm a mucky pup. I like to just smooth it to the edges because you want that paper to stick all the way to the edge. So all that through, and then it doesn't leave lines in it either when you pop your paper on. All right, and then I'm going to turn my paper over because I want that green side, and then I'm just going to pop this one on the top there and leave that to dry just for a second or two, and then we'll show you the rest of it. So that was the tree. I've also done the candy cane, and we've got a second one of those. So again, just pop them out, and you can actually take as much use as much of it or as little as you wish.
Yep.
So pop that one out. We've got another one there to decorate. And I've also done the little gingerbread guy. I've got him going. Cute. So a little bit of our white paint marker on there. Little bit of alcohol marker, and then I've just stuck a couple of gems on his buttons there, and they've all got that little element at the bottom that's going to allow you to stick them into the base. And then I've also got, I made mine into one of those pinwheel lollies. So it could be lovely. A sign. I know on the sample we've got over there, it's a Santa Stop Here sign, but I quite like the idea of it being a lolly. And it's actually, I've been out with my glossy accents, my glossy highlights again. Honestly, I can't get enough of them. Absolutely loving it. So these are all ready to go. All right, so once we've got the tree dry, we can start looking at assembling it. Oh, there's some stars as well for the top of the tree. So just while that's drying, again, we'll just pop those out. And I've got a different colour. This is one of my favourite colours. This one is Enchanted Gold in the metallic gilding polish again. And it looks a creamy colour in the actual pot, but just watch when it goes on. So again, exactly the same, just load up your applicator, and I'm going to go straight onto the actual MDF, and it's got gold running through this one. So whereas it looks in some lights, it looks sort of an ivory colour. Yeah. I'll show you in a second when we've got the layers on. It actually changes to gold.
If you are looking at that and thinking, I like that, where's that in the show? That is available on the website. Head to the website, crafterscompanion.com.co.uk.eu, wherever you may be in the world, and add that into your basket. There's loads of little accessories like this, which won't be showing tonight in the show, but maybe you may be looking at this thing. That's the Cosmic Shimmer, that. So have a look on the website and add that into your basket. Yeah, and while I'm here, 2/3 of the stock on the Gingerbread House is already gone. So if you are wanting these, now's the time to put it in your basket. And while you're there, put the shimmer stock in there as well.
Have we not got the shimmer on the show?
It's in the, it is in the show.
Yeah, I thought it was actually on the show.
Oh, it's loads in the show. It's, you know what I mean. You guys at home, I don't know. It's been a busy day. I'm not going to lie, it's been a busy day here today.
So you can just see how that's actually picked up that shimmer on there. Yes. So they'll be perfect for the top of the trees. And as I say, it's so easy to actually cover it with those. So that's those two. We've got those at the ready. And then I just need to come back to that one that we've covered with paper. And the best thing I've found to use with this is actually our swivel blade craft knife. Right. Goes around the curves perfectly. So I tend to cut away some of the excess first. So literally just take some of that excess away out of the gaps, and then I'm going to use that blade to just follow the curve round and take away right back to the MDF. And this will work with any of the shapes that you've got. If you want to cover them with paper, okay, this is one of the best ways to do it. And then I'm going to take my little sanding block to it to actually sand off the edges, and what that does is actually seal it really well at the same time. Yeah. So let me just get rid of the wet off there. I'm going to use the glass mat. You know, I'm always talking about loving my glass mat, but the swivel blade knife literally does what it says. The blade moves around, so it's great for actually coming round these little curves in here and just taking away that excess paper from the edge there. So I'm literally just going to follow it round. Little bit of pressure on there, and you should be able to take away those excess pieces there, look. Nice. So I'm just going to follow that round. It'll take me just a couple of seconds.
Well, while you're doing that, I've got loads of questions you might be able to answer here. Yep. Evelyn wants to know, what is the best way to colour these with kids? So I did suggest about buying this maybe for the family to decorate. What would you recommend, Jan, about if you've got kids, what would you think the best way to colour it is?
I suppose it depends what age they are, George. Yeah. I mean, you can just use simple acrylic paint on them. MDF is very, very forgiving. Yes. It will take most mediums. If your children have got any of the alcohol markers, I've used those and they go directly onto the MDF. The paints I've got, as I say, are some of the Cosmic Shimmer range. So most of them are water-based products, so they would be suitable for children. Obviously, the alcohol markers have got the alcohol base place, so that is up to you as to whether you want them to use it or not. The only thing that I think you would struggle with is something like a watercolour paint.
Yes.
It's quite thin and transparent, so I don't think you'd get the same kind of coverage with a watercolour paint. But yeah, just have a go for it, you know. And I mean, if they want to do this part with the paper, you know, an adult can always just trim it round the edge. And once you've got it covered, you've got it like this one, then the children can do the sticking and the, the cutting to actually decorate it, So lots of different ways. And, you know, you can actually leave the MDF as MDF as well.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't have to be all fancy and covered. If you like the actual colour of this, you can work straight on top of it. But what I've got there now is pretty much an even pass all the way round. So what I'm going to do is just take my sanding block, and if you haven't got one of these, it's just a piece of sandpaper will do it. And at a sort of 45 degree angle, 90 degree angle, not sure which one, literally off the paper against the edge of the actual MDF. And what it does is it takes any excess paper back to the line, but it also seals it really well with the glue around the edge, so you don't get any lifting. So I'm just quickly going to go around the edge with that one all the way round, and then I've used some ink just to highlight the edge of it.
Yeah.
Okay. Now then, the one thing that I will say is just to make sure that you leave that little tab that's going to go into the base free of paper, because you don't want to add bulk to it, otherwise it's going to struggle to fit into the gap. So again, just quickly around that edge. Obviously you can take much more time when you're doing this at home. It's always running against us when we're on air.
Absolutely. While you do that, I've got one more question for you. Anne's asked, could you use gilding wax on the stars? Do you think that would work on the MDF?
Yes, absolutely. Shall we try?
Let's have a try.
I've got some gilding wax in my my kit. Shall we have a go? Absolutely.
70% of this stock is gone already, Jan. This is going to be a sellout, I think, before the end of the show.
Here we go. Look, so I've actually got my King Gold in my kit because it's my favourite one. But this is over the top of the, well, put it on the other side. We'll go straight onto the MDF.
Look at that.
And absolutely perfect, look. So you've got all the different colours in your gilding wax. Will literally go straight on. Don't have to prime it. It will go straight on there again, look, perfect.
Easy as that.
Yeah, just as simple as that. So you've got that lovely gold shine.
Beautiful.
Yeah, so we might use one that way and one with the paler one.
There you are, you see.
Perfect, I love it.
Question. Don't forget as well, when you get this kit, it does come in the square, the rectangle piece of plywood. There is a bit of excess there, so if you do want to try a bit of a material and think, I wonder if that'll work, you've got that bit of spare, you can have a little play with, so try the pens, paints, whatever you've got, and see if that works. You've got loads of fun to have it. Loads of people, someone suggested wood stain, of course. Well, MDF, MDF stands for medium density fiberboard. I did learn something at school.
Oh, what's that? Get you.
I'm good at me, I don't know. Education didn't fail me. And there it is. So what inking pad is that you're using on the edge there?
Right, so what I've got now is our Harmony range. So this is actually a water reactive one. It could be a quick dry. It could be the opaque one. Just for what I'm doing here, it doesn't really matter what ink type. And I've got the pine tree one, which is the darkest one in the green set.
Yeah.
And just edging it. And where you've used that sanding block, it really receives the ink well. So again, you know, there are so many ideas that you can do with these. This is just one of them with the actual paper on it. So pop all that to one side, get rid of the mess, pop the lid on the knife, Jan, so that we don't have any accidents. And then I'm going to bring back in the part with the base here, and slide this back across here, and actually work this way so that you can see what we're doing. So you've actually got, again, however you want to do this, but you've got slots that these just click into. Can you see? Get it in straight, there we go. And we're going to put one at this end. Now, if you want to keep this as a set piece and you don't want to deconstruct it again, you can actually pop a little bit of glue just on the tab here and actually seal it in place to make it a static piece. But I like the idea that you can actually take it to pieces, pop it in a box and keep it while the following year then.
Yeah, exactly.
So again, you know, depending on where you want things, we've got the little candy cane going in there. We've got the gingerbread man. He can stand in front of the doorway there. Okay, and then we've got the little pinwheel going on there. However you want to do them, I'll put that one, no, I'll put that one at that side.
Every one of these will be different. They'll never be a same gingerbread house, the same, because you can put those slots, like you said there, the trees don't have to go there.
No.
The candy cane doesn't have. You can put that wherever you want. There's all the little accessories, and you can make it however you want it to look.
You know, and there's so much more you could do to it. You know, I mean, you could actually drape little lights around the roof here. You know, you could add some sparkle to it. You could add some snow on the floor there. This is really just skimming the surface of it, just to give you some ideas as to what to do with it. Okay.
Absolutely love that. 3/4 of that stock has already gone. If you are wanting the gingerbread house, you need to get that checked out of your basket. And like Jan said, should I say, they've got the lights as well. Add those in there. Well, can we look at the lights? Is that all right? Do you think we can do that? We can't see it. Oh, that's not a shame. But I'll tell you what, I'll spin one round in a bit and we'll show you what we mean by the lights while we're talking about. Carol, you're still here with us, one of the founders of Dreamees. What did you think to Jan's incredible demonstration there of that gingerbread house?
I loved it. If you could have seen my face when she turned over the house, I went, oh... It's amazing, Jan. It's so lovely to see somebody else's take on our products as well.
Yeah, it is. It's been lovely to play with them.
We've got the Dreamees style, obviously, but when somebody else does it, it's even better.
So I've just popped my stars on the top there of the tree with a little bit of the tacky glue there.
Love them.
And again, you know, get the gems out, you know, get all those lovely coloured gems out and make them look like the gingerbread houses are often decorated with sweets and things like that. So get all those lovely coloured gems out and get those added to it. All sorts of different things. But yeah, absolutely fantastic. So I'm going to leave that one set up.
Right.
Oh, across here. All right.
So good.
Oh my days.
Remember, we've got a demo of the show as well to do. I've got
It's going to be good fun, isn't it?
That might be good against Sarah. I've got a feeling this might win. Right, Carol, I hear that you've got some baubles to show us today. You've got some wonderful baubles that you've been decorating.
Yes, so I've actually decorated these two. I think some of them that you've got in the studio, Hayley's decorated. So obviously Hayley and myself do all the samples. So this is one that has just got some flowers on, using the papers. You know, it's mostly the papers and obviously the bauble. But if you were so minded, you could decorate the other side as well.
Yeah.
You know, if you're putting it on a tree so that when it swings round, you've got the other side as well. So that's one that I've got. And then I have got another one here, which is in the red tones.
It's pretty.
They are beautiful. I love those. You get 5 of those in the set, and you, like I said, you've got a big family of 5. You can decorate those. Carol D on YouTube has said she loves Dreamees. I've ordered the gingerbread house early this morning. I would love some nutcracker designs. Just some like a nutcracker scene. I'm just saying, we'll take half commission. Yeah, me and we'll split that, Carol. No, joke, of course not. That nutcracker, that'd be a gorgeous idea. Absolutely love those baubles. You get 5 in the pack. Carol will come and join you in a little bit. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Cheers. We're going to move on to the nativity. Shall I just show you the lights really quickly while I've got that? Yeah, while I've got. So these are the lights which you can buy today. They are priced at $4.99 or $7.99. Now this is the back of our gingerbread house. Can you see the lights there? So these are the lights that we've got. Now this is what I'm talking about. They are quite slim, and if you just turn them off, there you are. You turn them off, you're there, and it's back on. This is what you get. So you get 2 sets of these, 2 meters worth of. They're flashing there. Can you see them flashing? I didn't realise they did that. I think you've got flashing, and then you've got static. A little twinkle as well. Look at that, beautiful. So you get 2 sets of those, priced at $4.99, $7.99. There's about 2 meters worth. So 70% of those lights have already gone. Like Jan was saying, imagine those draped around the top of the gingerbread house or behind it as well. We can't really show you here in the studio because it doesn't work that well with the lights and everything. But imagine those behind the windows or twinkling. Now, let's move over to the other side, the nativity scene. This beautiful nativity. It is stunning. All the detail. You've got everything here which you would expect from the nativity scene. You've got the 3 wise men. You've got the animals. You've got the shepherds. You've also got Mary, Joseph, and the baby Jesus, of course. And I love this peace on earth and the little star here as well. Again, this is so simple. There are lights as well inside here on top of the nativity. We can't see them, unfortunately, but I promise you, it looks stunning. The glitter on those, there's so much detail. And this is the best thing. The hard work has been done for you. That is priced at £14.99, $21.99. I think what you're getting for your money is incredible. All this for that price. And like you said, platinum price, £11.99, $17.59. Imagine what you'd pay for this in one of those expensive shops in the high street. Imagine what you'd pay for that. You'd be paying over the odds for it because it's it doesn't need to be, because this is such a lovely product, and there's not much being done to this. Even there's hay on top of here. How good does that look? Jan, what are we thinking about our nativity scene? I think this is stunning.
I love it. I've done it more coloured again with the different colours, but I love that sort of whitewashed effect on that. That looks really elegant, doesn't it?
Really
and
elegant.
Again, so simple to put together. A real eye-catching piece sort of to bring out and looked after. That's going to last you sort of year upon year upon year. It works in exactly the same way as what we did the gingerbread house. So again, you're going to get that lovely curved base this time with all the slots in it to fit everything in. So again, I've actually started mine at home, and I've prepped the base. I've gone with green on the bottom, and all I've done there is use some of our Cosmic Shimmer chalk paints this time rather than the metallics. So I've used a couple of the greens out of my stash. I think we have got some of them on the show. And just literally again, just like I did before, straight to the MDF, and I've coloured the base of it there. And then you get the pieces to make the actual stable. So you can see here we've got the larger piece for the back, we've got sides of the stable, and we've got sort of the front edge. And when you fit them all together, you're going to get this kind of effect.
Wow. So
you can see here where that back piece has come out. You've got two side pieces, and then you've got that lovely piece at the front, and then the square, the rectangular panels are the roof. So what I've done is, again, I've gone straight onto the MDF, just used chalk paint on it this time.
Nice.
So matte chalk paint, all right, on there. And literally covered it all with paint inside and out, ready to get going. And then I've just cut some pieces of craft card, and I've embossed them with one of my embossing folders and just splodged about with some inks on there because I wanted it to look like the sort of tatty roof on the barn. So then just literally stuck that straight onto the MDF to make the roof. And then also in your second sheet you get the wording to actually fit on here as well. So peace on earth, and then these are just bits that I've cut by hand. Just cut a strip of scrap paper and snipped into it with my little snippy scissors and just cut them into it by hand. So again, we're going to start building and then we'll add to it as we go on. So let me just move that plain one. I needed a bigger desk tonight, George. I
know, there's so much. There's someone just said I didn't realise how big some of these sets are.
Yeah,
they are
they're absolutely
huge.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
So again, these are all made to click in. You can just see how that's gone in there at the back. If I tip it up underneath, it's literally just slotted in there. And again, if you want this to be sort of a piece that you can take to pieces and put away each year, don't glue them in. If you've got room to keep it set up somewhere, then again, you can just add a little bit of glue. I actually add glue to the side pieces when I'm going to put them together, and I'm going to show you that when we get to the Christmas Eve box. I've saved part of that to put together for you. So that one sticks in the back there, and then my goodness, we have got a world of characters to fit in here. So let me just scooch it across again, and I've actually been playing with some of mine here. So you can see we've got the shepherds here. So first of all, and I've actually done these with my alcohol pens. I've literally just taken the alcohol pens and gone straight to the MDF, and then I've used a little bit of my metallic pens just to pop on the edge there. So you can see we've got two of those, all right, the two shepherds, along with the two sheep. Obviously, shepherds got to have the sheep, haven't they?
Of course they have.
So let me have a look. Where's my other sheep? I've got a sheep gone AWOL. I'll find him in a minute.
You've got to call it.
I've got a sheep gone AWOL. Where's he gone? I should have a plain one to play with. Come back.
Come back, sheep. Come back, lad. Come back.
I'll find him in a bit. I don't know what I've done with him, but the one that I've actually done with the fluffy stuff is actually fluffy. It's brilliant. If we get our Charlotte to come and have a look close up, he's actually got like a textured coat.
Look at that.
Can you see it?
He's
little fluffy sheep. Absolutely brilliant. Does it look cool?
That looks really good. Wow.
Now I was going to show you how I'd done it, but I need to find my sheep because he's gone off. He's gone on one. I don't know where he's gone.
That's the fluffy stuff that is available on the show. If you want, we'll show that little. It's priced at £3.25, $4.99. Look at that price. If you're platinum, that side, platinum price. £2.60, $3.99. Johnny thinks the sheep's gone to the bar.
Oh, maybe. So let me just pop all the other pieces. Oh, he's there. Look, he's hiding underneath. I found him.
Oh, bless him.
So we've got the three kings.
He did a U-turn. Wow, Johnny.
So we're going to colour this one up with some of the metallic. And again, these have got that lovely, I thought the kings obviously have got better robes, haven't they, than the little shepherd. So these have got nice shiny robes. So we're going to colour him up as well. And then we've got the star. All right. So again, I've used that lovely metallic polish on there again, just to get that lovely gold cover in the back. Okay.
Yep.
We've got the donkeys. Absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to show you one of those. We've got 2 donkeys. And then we've got, of course, the nativity wouldn't be a nativity without our little baby Jesus there. And then we've got Joseph and Mary. And they all just pop out of your sheet. And then you can choose how you want to decorate them.
Yes.
So some of these are already done. I want to show you how to do the little sheet because this is great stuff. And it had to be for producer Johnny. Ta-da! Got to keep him on side.
So what happens? Tell me about the fluff. I love the name of it. What should we call that fluffy stuff?
So it is literally called fluffy stuff.
Perfect.
All right? White fluffy stuff. And it looks like glue. It actually looks like glue, but it's got something in it that when you apply heat to it, it allows it to fluff up.
Right.
So literally, I'm going to squeeze it all over the body of the sheep. And the thicker you put it on, the more sort of texture you will get.
Right.
So it doesn't have to be even. You don't have to make sure that it's all the same level. It actually works better if you've got some bits thick and some not so thick. So I'm just using the nozzle on here. And again, we've got this on the show. We've had it on previously, so some of you guys might have already got it already. But literally just cover all over him like this, and I've just left his little ears. Okay, make sure it's covered, and then just as good housekeeping, keep that nozzle nice and clean before you put the lid back on there. All right, and then you just need your heat tool. Now, it can be a directional one. If it's a directional one that's very hot, I would hold it a little bit further back. Mine does get hot, but it's only a gentle heat. And I have turned it on, producer Johnny. It is. They laugh at me, George. You've not heard this, have you?
No.
He's coming to have a closer look.
I am.
Honestly. Can you hear it?
No. Is it on?
It is on. Yeah. Listen.
I just want to watch it fluff.
Listen. You hear it?
That is brilliant.
Yep. So what we're going to do then is we're just going to hold it over that texture, and if you just have a little look, you'll see it start bubble in places. It'll start and bubble up, and it looks like it's just giving him like a fluffy coat. Can you see right on the edge there? It's starting to go there. So if we just hold it over it, you don't need to sort of wave it about. You're better to concentrate on one area and get that to fluff up. All right.
Wow.
Can you see how it's starting to bubble there? Is this in the way?
I love that.
Yep. So over the whole surface, and you get this gorgeous sort of texture going on, which I thought was perfect for that little sheep.
That's magic.
Yep. So the more you go over it, the more texture you get, and then you will just need to leave it probably about 10 minutes or so to dry.
Yeah.
Because even with the heat, there's still a lot of product on there.
Can you look at the sheep?
Brilliant, isn't it?
That's
Pop
so
that back
good.
down there, and I'm going to pick him up again just to give you that little look. But look at that texture on there.
Yeah, that's
it
brilliant.
just looks as if he needs shearing, doesn't it?
Yeah, he's
so
ready
that's
for
our little
spring.
sheet. We're going to leave him to dry. The actual alcohol pens literally will go straight onto your design. So again, I'm just going to go with the mid-tone on there, and literally, I've not prepped it or anything. Just straight on.
Yeah.
All right. And I actually quite like the fact that the MDF almost makes it go a little bit patchy.
Yeah.
But I think that looks quite realistic.
I do as well.
Because an animal's skin wouldn't necessarily be perfect.
No.
So again, you get the idea. I'm not going to do the whole thing of these because, as I say, we want to get through as much as we can. Now, obviously, with the bases here, because I'm not adding any depth to them, I've gone right down to the bottom with the colour. But obviously, if you're using paper like we did in that first one, just be mindful to leave those little pieces at the bottom there, which are the pieces that are going to stick into the base. So again, I left a little bit for his mane here, and we did all his ears.
What's his name?
What's his name?
What's that Christmas
There's
song?
There's two. He's got a partner, look.
Okay.
Yeah? So we need a couple.
There's a song at Christmas which goes, "Ee-oh, ee-oh, Dominic the Donkey. Does anyone know the Christmas song Dominic the Donkey? There's a Christmas song called Dominic the Donkey.
What was in that cup, Johnny?
That's the fast snow. Dominic the Donkey. Does anyone know Dominic the Donkey?
I've not heard Dominic the Donkey.
No, not Wonky Donkey. That's not the name. Well, that's not the name of the song. Winky Wonky Donkey. No. It's what is Dominic the Donkey? And they go ee-oh. Right. Can you please comment in the usual places, please, on Facebook and YouTube about Dominic the Donkey? I promise you, I have not made it up. There is a song about donkeys called Dominic the Donkey. If you could, anyone today, any moment now, anyone back me up, please, before I get taken away, it's called Dominic the Donkey. And he goes, ee-oh.
We'll believe him.
It's true.
We'll believe him, honestly.
It's true.
And then I've just used a slightly different colour on his nose. On his mane. Oh dear. Do you know our producer's full of jokes?
Producer Johnny has just said, I've got a new donkey and he won't eat straw because he's worried about getting hay fever.
Honestly.
Charlotte is just, bless her, she's just plodding on, she's doing good. Panda Crafts on YouTube has asked, I'll go back to the proper stuff, is the fluffy stuff like those pens that we used to get years ago for clothes where it all puffed up? I don't know what that means.
Sort of,
you might know.
I think it's along the same kind of idea. Yes, I do remember those. You heated those and it all puffed up the same, yeah.
Pamela Evans on YouTube, 100 bonus points to you, not the Inspire in points, I won't put that out, not the Club Inspire points, the Georgie bonus points. Yes, Dominic the Donkey is an Italian Christmas song.
There you go.
Yeah, you believe me now, Charlotte, don't you, now that
Honestly.
Pamela said it? Yeah, you have heard it, see? Dominic the Donkey. Yes, here we are. So there is Dominic the Donkey and Dominic the Donkey 2. Very good.
Going back to the Wonky Donkey.
Back to the Nativity, yeah.
Going back to Wonky Donkey, we bought those books for my little grandson. And they've just made a new one. They've just brought a new one out and it's called the Grinny Granny Donkey.
The Grinny Granny Donkey. Grinny Granny.
So we had to have that one as well to fit in the collection.
That is cute.
So yeah, we've got the Wonky Donkey, we've got the Dinky Donkey, who was the little one, and now we've got Grinny Granny Donkey.
Oh, I love it.
So again, you saw me at the beginning with that gingerbread house, going straight onto the MDF, so I'm just going to give the other king a nice bright coat.
80% of this nativity scene has gone. If you are looking at these shimmers and thinking, oh, I really like them, they're the Cosmic Shimmer paints. Shimmer. They are available online, priced at £3.75 each or $6.75. Have a look on the website. We'll, there's loads on the website. Head there at crafterscompanion.com or .co.uk or .eu, wherever you may be watching it in the world, and add those into your basket, and you can be creating something very similar to this.
Okie doke, so that one can go back on there. And then I'm just going to add that little bit of detail in with the brown again there. So just on his beard.
So, Eve B on YouTube has just gone, I'm listening to it now, listening to Dominic the Donkey. Eve, can you just wait till after you finish watching us first and then watch Dominic the Donkey? That's all right, look, we love you, but we should be your main priority. I'm joking. Don't forget, actually, if you are watching this, you can make it your own little playlist on YouTube, subscribe to our channel and make your own little playlist. Maybe you like Craft House, maybe they're your favourite thing, and come and watch us, subscribe to us all the time. Loads of people, Jean on Facebook, have a listen to it every year. I'm going to be driving home tonight, and you know what I'm going to listen to? Dominic the Donkey.
I'm going to have a look at this when I've finished.
The Fraggle. That's it. Told you I was getting taken away because they've heard about Dominic the Donkey. Right, Fraggle Rock as well. Great theme tune. So we've put our glimmer things on the wise men. What's next, Jem?
So literally, I've got everything ready then, and it is just a case of deciding where you want to position everything.
Yep.
So we're going to have our three kings lining up at this side, and my apologies because I don't know which one is frankincense and which one is myrrh and all those things. So we're just going to have them lined up here, and again, I need to be on the surface there.
I think frankincense
literally bringing their gifts.
Yeah.
All right, and then there are spaces inside the stable here to pop the little baby Jesus in there. Just excuse me there leaning over. We've got Mary And they just literally click into place in the back. As I say, if you want to keep them static, just add a little bit of glue in there. So we've got those inside the barn there, building up that seam.
Look at that.
And then we've got the shepherds are going to come over this side. Okay, along with their little fluffy sheep. So again, we've got one.
We should call the sheep Johnny and Charlotte. There
Do you think so?
Yeah, I think they should go in there. Look at that.
They're just going to clip into there. And then we've got the donkeys.
Dominic.
One that way. Now then, he really should have been the other side of it because this one's unsociable. He's actually looking the other way, but really I should have done the other side so that they were both looking towards the stable there. But you can just see, and then right at the very back there's one little hole left, and they've actually popped the star on that stem so that it will go behind here, and you've got your star there at the back of the stable. I think it is absolutely gorgeous.
And you guys...
I had to get this one out of the house because my daughter was trying to snaffle it for my little grandson. She said, how cool would that be? He'd love it because he's into all his animals and everything. But I just think they are so much fun to play with.
Yes.
And this is just one idea that has come out of my head. There are so many different ways, so many different products that you can use to decorate them with and just go to town with them. Again, the one that George has got over on the set there has got all the little lights just fastened inside the stable, and then you bring the pack round the back of it so that you can just flick the lights on and off. But yeah, beautiful, really good fun.
Beautiful. Jan loves it. You guys love it. It is limited stock on the nativity scene. So if you are wanting this, I'm promising now, check it out of your baskets. It is limited stock. So if you're wanting that, you need to get it now. There it is. It's now official. Limited stock. Actually, as well, that's limited stock. Gingerbread House. Sold out, it's gone. Told you it was going to go. The Gingerbread House has now sold out, unfortunately. So unfortunately, if you haven't got it, I'm really sorry. The Gingerbread House has now sold out. Right, Carol, we're going to come back to you. Carol, how did you like... do you know what, Carol, I must admit, I love this nativity here with the hay on the roof, the actual straw. There's nothing special, it's literally straw. It's not like anything fake. I love that. Where did that idea come for that nativity scene?
Hayley did that one, and she wanted something simple but effective.
Yes.
And then obviously the top bit is just the raffia that we have. So you can put anything on there. If you've got rabbits or anything like that, you can use their straw or hay. You know, you can put anything on there.
I love it. It's such a simple concept. And what we were saying, like I said earlier, if you go to like a shop on the high street, they would sell something like this very similar for a very expensive price. And I think it's brilliant for what it's so. You get so much for your money. I really must admit.
Yeah, and I think it's the concept that it's so easy as well to put together.
Yes.
You know, all the hard work has been done by Hayley and Jimmy, who's designed it. You know, so it's all tested and everything like that, so that everything fits where it should fit.
Yeah.
You know, so you can have the best time as in putting it together and playing with it and decorating.
It is so sturdy. I really should say that. It is really sturdy. That it slots in. There's no messing about. There's no, we've suggested glue if you want to keep it permanent. But if you want to take it in and out, it's going to be around. Do you know what? I can imagine it being passed down from family to family, this. I really can imagine it being like a family tradition in some houses.
Yeah. Yeah,
Brilliant.
I was thinking as well in schools, you know, how schools decorate their classrooms.
Yeah.
That would be nice, wouldn't it?
Absolutely. I think there's so many ideas. And like we've said before, Jan's is so I looked at Jan's and went, oh my God. I know that you did as well. When you saw Jan's nativity scene, you went, oh my, that's really good. I really like that. It's so different.
Yeah, it is. It's so nice to see somebody else's take on it. And like Hayley's done that one in like the whitewash of the cream.
Yeah.
Jan has done hers a bit more traditional.
Yeah.
Which, you know, you've got that choice then, haven't you?
Absolutely. Now, I know that you've got some trees to show. Now, you get 4 in the pack here. I just want to show you the size of these trees. They're 150 millimeters. So I've got an iPad here. For scale, that's the iPad next to them. So they are pretty large in comparison. I know you've got some trees to show us, Carol. What have you got for us there?
I have. I've got one of the green ones. And all I've done in that is just covered it over with paper, like Jan did with the trees on the gingerbread house, and then just done little curled roses.
Wow.
So you can decorate it anything that you want. You could put little presents along the bottom there if you wanted to. So that's a simple one there with the papers that's on your show. And then this one has just got a little bit more layering on there with a little bit of paper in the background. And then just a flower.
So lovely. And Paula on Facebook, I love these trees. I love these trees. I'm honestly looking at these trees thinking, my mum would love this at Christmas to go, right, do what you want, you know, pass them around to the family members, decorations, they're going to look so good and such a reasonable price as well. I think they're beautiful and you've got so much creativity.
That's it. And I mean, you could use them as table settings, couldn't you?
Absolutely.
You know,
Absolutely.
Put everybody's name on there at Christmas. You could do it chalkboard. You know, your chalkboard paint.
Yes.
And then put how many days to Christmas or whatever like that. Or
That's
same
a
as I
great
said with
idea.
baubles, put that on the back. You know, leave that on the back there.
So much love for that. Carol, we'll come back to you in a little bit. Don't go anywhere. Have you got a cup of tea? You'll come for biscuits. You got a cup of tea and biscuit?
I've got a can of Coke.
Oh.
Well, a can of drink, shall we say.
Look at that. Look at other drinks are available. We'll come and see you in a little bit, Carol. You take care. Right, Jan, you have got... Oh, check out your baskets, actually, because I tell you... Right, check out your baskets because it is getting really busy. I don't want you to miss out on a thing. We'll have a quick look at this and I'll see you, me and Jan and Carol. We'll see you on the other side of this.
We've had to make some changes to our shipping charges and we want to keep you informed. With continued pressure on domestic shipments around mainland US, we've had to temporarily increase the cost of our regular 6 to 10 working day standard shipping service from $9.99 to $12.95 and our free shipping threshold from $100 to $125. We also have some really great news to tell you. We've introduced a brand new shipping service called Express Delivery. This is a fully tracked door-to-door service which takes 3 to 7 working days and costs $19.95. This option means you'll get your crafty goodies in your hands sooner, meaning less waiting and more crafting. We're also upgrading delivery services for our Gold and Platinum Club Inspire members who will now receive priority delivery on all of their orders. And if that wasn't enough, we've upgraded these orders to our new Express 3 to 7 day service. Your patience and understanding throughout this very busy time has been amazing. So we'd just like to say a huge thank you and we look forward to chatting to you again very soon.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters' companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every pound, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Yeah! Here it comes. Yes, there we go. I got a bit premature there. Welcome back to Craft House with me, George Akid. How are you doing? It's good to have you wherever you are in the world. Well, yeah, listen, we're in the middle of a Dreamees special, bang in the middle. We're smashing it. Everything's selling out. Look, guys, if you want things, what? No, Johnny, you're lying to me. Why are you lying to me? I told you, guys, the nativity scene has sold out. It's already gone. It's gone. Tina's just ordered nativity for the grandchildren. I hope you've checked out, Tina. Otherwise, it's gone now if you've bought nativity. And the lights have gone as well. I told you guys, did I tell you to check out? Don't blame me if you've not checked out, all right? Gingerbread House has sold out. Nativity's sold out. The lights have sold out, right? So we've got pens. No, joking. We've got loads left in this show. Don't you worry. Now, guys, so unfortunately, Nativity have gone. But I tell you what hasn't sold out, but it is on that way. is half the stock has already gone on this. It's the Christmas Eve boxes. Jan, what are these all about?
Oh, honestly, I love this one. This is where I started. When I got the box and opened it, I was like a kid at Christmas. It was like, oh, there's all these things to play with. What shall I do first? But I went for this one first. Don't know why. I just love the idea. We use Christmas Eve boxes. I've always used one for my girls at Christmas, and we've recreated one and made one for little Toby.
Yeah.
So he had his first Christmas last year.
Nice.
And he's got his now to take through with him. It's got his name on. So in the pack then, you're going to get that beautiful sort of element that's going to sit on top of the lid with your Christmas Eve box that you can decorate. And then you also, I mean, this, it's not just giving you a few letters to play with. Like Carol was saying earlier, there's enough here to personalise your Christmas Eve box with tons left over. And you can decorate whatever you fancy. You can take it into your card making, into your scrapbooking, those lovely trees and baubles that we were looking at earlier. You know, you could actually start and use some of these and decorate them on other projects. And then you're going to get all the necessary pieces to make the lid and the actual box. Now, I'm not going to stick all this together. I'm just going to go through the principle of how it works. So if we go right down to the bottom of the pack, you've got your base. So this is actually the dimensions of the box itself. And then you'll see that all the pieces have got these little, I call them lugs on them here. So you've got some that are going to fit in the bottom. And what I tend to do is lay mine out. Now we're actually probably going to go off the edge of the screen, but you'll get the general idea here. I tend to lay mine out like this so that I can see where all the pieces are going to go. So you can see here now, when I stand this up, that this one's going to click nice and neatly into that edge, along with this one on this side. Now with the box, because this is going to be something sturdy that you're going to put things inside, everywhere that you've got what I technical term, a sticky out bit, George. Wherever you've got a sticky out bit, you're just going to run a bead of glue. And I just use our tacky glue. So the tacky glue that I used earlier is what I decant into my little applicator bottle, and literally just run that along the pieces that stick out. So on the side panel, and then I would do the same on the base. So that when these stick together, the actual glue is going to hold it. All right,
nice
and then you're going to get a really nice finish on it. And then the same with these. Once you get to the sides, you're going to do the little sticky out bits at the bottom here, plus one of the sides, plus the bits that are on the actual long side. And again, it all just clicks together like a jigsaw. And these are perfect. You know, Carol wasn't kidding when she said they'd done all the homework to make sure that it all fits together. These are flush. There's nothing sticking out. There's no sharp edges on it. You know, so if you want to decorate it, you're not going to damage anything. And it fits together beautifully. And you can just see, if I pop the other pieces in, okay, and then the other side on here, you get the idea of how that's actually going to work. So just click that one onto the edge there without losing the other side. And this is why I like to just pop that little bit of glue in. But literally everything there then, and that's the actual size of the base of your box.
How big would you say it is?
I'm just going to slide it along here. We're looking at 11 1/4 inches approximately by 7 1/4.
Nice.
And that's the size of the base there. All right, so I'm just going to lay that flat again so that it doesn't all fall apart and go crashing down. And then exactly the same for the lid. So you've got same pieces but shorter this time. So again, just lay them out in their positions and you'll see you've got the lid and then you've got the end pieces, and again exactly the same process. They all fit together nicely, and that's going to make you the lid that's just a fraction larger to overlap the box. And I'll show you the one that I've started making. And then the other side, you know, you always get two sides with your MDF. You get the side that's been laser cut here, and then you'll get the plainer side. So depending on which way you like it, you know, if one of these is going to be the inside of the box, one of these is going to be the base. If you're covering elements, it doesn't really matter which way it goes. Again, it's a little bit like the two different shades of craft card as to which way around you want to use it. So I actually did that, and I've put my box together. So you can see that I've got the base of the box just like I said, but this is lovely and sturdy now. It really is. It's got the glue on it, and I've actually started decorating mine with some of the papers from those beautiful paper pads there. So I used, let's have a little look. I use the Vintage Christmas. That one really, I love the shades in this one. I love gorgeous. The tones in it. And I've got some bits left to do to show you how we actually arrived at it. So again, covered the ends in sort of a plainer one, and then I've used the one with that gorgeous lantern on to go on the front and the side. So what I'm going to do is show you how I got to this point, and then we'll carry on with the decoration on the lid. So I actually used for this some of the glue glaze and seal that we sell. Again, Cosmic Shimmer product. But if you've got decoupage glue, again, it will work. The actual tacky glue will do the job. I just water it down a little bit for this. So what I've done is I've left one of the sides, and I've got my pieces of paper at the ready. Now it's an 8-inch paper pad. So obviously it wasn't quite long enough, but even just paper piecing it, you know, it's not obvious that there is actually a join in it there. And all I've done is taken a paintbrush. Let me just grab a paintbrush and literally pop, this acts as a glue and a seal. So you get a really nice, now I've chosen the matte one. There is actually a satin one and a gloss one. Yeah. Depending on what finish you want on your project. So literally all over the MDF, just use my paintbrush, and because everything's water-based, it will wash out of your paintbrush. As long as you put your paintbrush in water straight away and don't leave it to set, you'll be able to wash all this out. Yeah. And then literally I'm going to pop this one on first because there is a slight overlap there. Line it up at the bottom and the edge there. And if you do get any overlap, I tend to pop it towards the top, and then you can just run your craft knife along again. And then I'm also, because this is a seal as well, I'm going to pop this over the top. Now it will bubble slightly when you do this, so don't be alarmed about it. Because it's got a water base in the seal, you will get bubbling in your paper. But trust me, if you leave it all to dry naturally and don't force it dry with anything, it does. If you look at the ones on the end here now, there's not a bubble in sight. It does actually flatten back down. So again, we're just going to pop a bit more because it's drying out under my studio lights here. Make sure you've got it right up to the edges. And then I'm just going to do the same. I'm going to line it up at the bottom so that if there is a slight overlap with my measurements, I can just trim that top edge there. So all I did was just measure the sides, made a note of them on my my pad, length, height, and then cut the papers to match. And then again, just pop a little bit of that over the top. And what that's doing is actually sealing the paper. Because we're just working with a paperweight product, it's actually sealing it. So from the point of view of longevity there, you've got something that's going to last you. You don't have to worry about that paper getting damaged. Yeah. So make sure that all the corners and everything are nicely stuck down. And again, it goes on. It looks a little bit sort of translucent when it goes on, but it will dry totally clear. And as I say, this is the matte one, so you just get a real dull sort of finish on it. Yeah. And then I'm going to pop my paintbrush straight into some water there just so that it doesn't set. So that was the actual layer for the paper. And then I've got a piece to do exactly the same on the lid. So we'll just do that one before I finish putting everything away. And again, got the same, because it's slightly longer than the 8 inches, I've made the paper piecing. Okay, so again, we're just going to pop that straight over. So simple to do. And this is what I love about it. You can get some really effective results for something that is relative. Anybody can do this. You don't even have to be a crafter. No. You know, like you were just saying, George, that your mum would love these. Yes, she would. It's like you could just have a go. Absolutely. Now then. On there. Quick, I just want to point this out. Beth just asked on Facebook, she went, I've never heard of a Christmas Eve box. Oh. And I never had one as a kid, but I do know what they are. Do you mind explaining really quickly, Jan, what a Christmas Eve box is, just in case anyone's wondering? I don't know where the tradition comes from. But we've done it for a while, and basically it's almost like getting a present early. Yeah. So it's a little bit like getting a Christmas present early. So what we tend to put in ours is something for Christmas Eve. Yeah. And it became a tradition with my girls when they were younger. I mean, they're all grown up now, but when they were younger, they always used to have new pyjamas for Christmas.
Yeah.
And those went in the Christmas Eve box, and it's something they can open on Christmas Eve before the actual festivities begin on Christmas Day. We'd normally have maybe a new DVD to sit and watch on Christmas Eve in our new pyjamas. Maybe something to munch or some hot chocolate, something like that. All things that you could do on Christmas Eve and sit and do together as a family. And those would go in the box, and that was the only thing that they were allowed to open before Christmas actually started, in effect. And we've just carried on that tradition. As I say, we've done it with my little grandson now. He had some new PJs last year.
Nice.
And he had some little treats in there that he could sit and eat while we were watching the telly and what have you. But yeah, really, really nice sort of idea. As I say, I'm not sure where it comes from, where it originated from. But yeah, you could do anything in it, really. Yeah,
you could put anything in there.
Yeah.
And like you say, it's a family thing. Diana's just said, Diana on Facebook, I'm going to order the trees, the tree decorations, let the kids decorate them.
Yep.
Anyone can take part in this. It is so versatile in what you can do with these amazing products.
So, I'm getting more and more stuff on here. As I say, I needed a bigger desk today. So you can see we've got that lovely now piece that's the same dimension as the top of the box.
Yep.
So this is going to sit on the lid. So I've decorated mine. I used a lot of the products again. I'm in love with this enchanted gold one. It's sort of, when you look at it, it looks quite light, but then when you tip it, it's got a real gold feel to it.
It looks beautiful, that.
Absolutely gorgeous. And then I've gone across the Christmas Eve bit, and I haven't brought my pen with me, but using the silver metallic markers, so I'll have to finish this off one later. And then I've had a little bit of gold to some of the stars just to add, you know, a little bit of difference on it. And what I've done, that shouldn't take too long. It is better to let this air dry, but because I want to continue with what we're doing, I'm just going to use the heat tool on it just to dry that lid off, because I want to work on the lid. Yeah. So I just want it to be touch dry, don't have to be perfectly dry. And as I say, it will actually flatten back down and the bubbles do disappear. Okay, and then again, I've just gone round all the edges with a little bit of brown ink, because I've chosen those vintage papers. I like to I'm a big ink fan.
Yes.
And again, this is just our Harmony ink, and I just think it finishes off that edge. It just sort of brings everything in together.
It looks great. Paula Wilson on Facebook, my little one's 28 and she still gets a Christmas Eve box.
My girls are grown up now and they still partake in it.
Yeah?
Yeah, my eldest daughter is Toby's mum, so yeah, they still get involved.
Love it. April Smith, yeah, we always get a Christmas Eve box. I started giving my son and his girlfriend a movie box with a movie, popcorn and candy. Question is, Jan, what's the ultimate Christmas film?
Ooh, now then there's a difference of opinion on those, aren't there?
I think Die Hard.
Die Hard.
Die Hard is a Christmas film.
I know, there's a big argument about it, just because it takes place at Christmas. I like the one, and I'm not very good at remembering names. I like the one that's got Michael Keaton in, with the snowman that comes to life.
Jack Frost.
Is it Jack Frost? Yeah, I like that
Elf,
one.
Elf, you can't go wrong with Elf. Yeah, my friend used to watch the Muppets Christmas Carol, and then they'd watch it until the bit on Christmas Eve, and then would watch as a kid, watch it to Christmas Eve, and then watch the rest of it on Christmas Day, the bit, so watch it in time. Yeah. And she still does that now. She's must be 30 now. Still does it now every Christmas Eve. Yeah, crazy with little traditions.
So what I've done is I've taken a piece of our non-shed glitter card in the ivory, my favourite colour of the glitter card. Yeah. And I've just cut it a fraction, and I'm talking like a fly's eyelash all the way around, slightly smaller than the lid. All right. Eyelash. And I've got some tape on the back of there to stick it down. Yeah, it is just so that the edges don't stick out, really. Yes. So I want to put that on the top of the box just to give it a background. You could paint it, you could add your paints to it again. It's papers behind there, whatever it is you fancy. There's no hard and fast rule about any of this. I'm just showing you one idea. I know Carol's shown some ideas, and there's so many different ways you can do it. So have a play, go with what if it's for someone, you could do it in colours that they like. If it's for yourself, you could tone it in with your own decor. But I'm just going to stick that one on the actual top of the box, just using some double-sided tape, because I want everything to stay flat. I like that technique you're doing there, just pulling a little bit off and allows you to keep it nice. Just allows you to get it nice and straight. Yeah. A lot of people saying their favourite Christmas film, Love Actually. Ah, yeah. Yeah. Polar Express, that's another good one.
Loads of love for that. Bruce Willis says Die Hard isn't a Christmas film. Well, Bruce Willis is wrong, okay? Sorry. Just, who does he think he is? You think he was in the film?
It's like something that takes place at Christmas.
Yeah.
Is it classed as a Christmas film?
I mean...
There's always been a thing about that, hasn't there?
It's like The Nightmare Before Christmas. Is it a Halloween film or is it a Christmas
Exactly,
film?
yep.
It's true.
So I'm just going to add a little bit of wet glue behind those elements that are cut into it. I'm not going to do the whole thing, but I just want parts of it to make sure it's stuck down in places and not just loose. So we'll just do a little bit here and there, just to make sure it's not going to move about, and that'll soak into the glitter card then.
MDF's quite an absorbent glue as well, isn't it?
Yeah. So this will actually now line up perfectly.
Nice.
This is cut exactly the same size as the top of the box. So again, once that goes into place there, all the way around, you've got that lovely flush edge there.
Look at that, so simple.
And then I've got a couple of little pearls already on there that I've decorated with. Okay, and the reason I've put the red line tape round here is I've got some lovely gold ribbon that I found in my stash. So we're going to go from the front. Where's the end bit? There we go. And I'm going to pop
80% of the stock has gone on this. Studios. Yeah, 80%. It's going to go. The gingerbread house has gone. The nativity's gone. The lights have gone. The lights. 80% of the stock has already gone. I don't know. 80% of the stock has already gone on this Christmas Eve box. If it's in your basket, my advice to you is to check out now, because you are going to miss out on this.
Now my ribbon that I have found wasn't quite long enough, so I'm going to piece it at the back so that it's not as obvious, but I think this is recycled. I think it came off a very nice box of chocolates once.
Ooh.
And my husband laughs at me because I say, oh, I'll keep that bit, I might use it. He's like, what are you going to use it for?
My mum does the
and
same.
Years down the line, here we go, look, the perfect thing for it to fit on. So I'm going to take all the tape off there, and as I say, I've just got a little piece to fit in the back because it wasn't quite long enough, so pop that in there. And then I'm just going to put a little bit of wet glue on the end of that one, just to bring it together. And it's, whoops.
Oopsie-daisy.
Oopsie-daisy.
See, it's sturdy though, isn't it? Nice and sturdy, even if you drop it, yeah.
It is. And again, just overlap that one at the back there. Okay. But we've now got that lovely sort of finish on the front there. All right. So I think we can actually... That one's still a wee bit damp. I don't want to damage that bit, but we'll just have a go there and we'll pop that one together. And then I've got one last bow to go on the top. I've got my heat gun on here just to pop my glue gun, should I say, not heat gun. And that one's going to go on the top here, just to match that at the front. And then have you heard of the word gubbins, George?
You want my lovely?
Have you heard of the word gubbins?
Yeah, you get little gubbins.
Yeah, you see, we're on the same wavelength. I had to educate our Ben because he'd never heard of it.
Ben's from the south. I've known Ben a long time.
George and I are from the same area, aren't we? So I knew you would get it. So yeah, I've been through my box of gubbins.
Yeah, exactly.
And just found some little bits and pieces to embellish with. And I'm just going to pop those on with the glue gun there. And then I've got a little pearl to go. I just thought that would look nice on the top of the eye there. So you can just see if I'll stick those down before I tip it up, otherwise everything's going to fall off, aren't they?
Yeah.
So again, just using the hot glue for the embellishments. You only need a tiny little bit, but it's going to keep everything in place there.
Look at
and
that.
And again, this is just one way to decorate. You know, there's hundreds of possibilities with this.
If it makes you feel better, Jan, Zena on Facebook, yeah, I always keep ribbons, decorations, sometimes the boxes, craft hoarder for sure, LOL. Pamela, I always save my ribbon, Jan, it eventually gets used. I always say, my mum does it with wrapping paper. My mum is a wrapping paper saver. She goes, you've got to think of the environment, and it's like this, it's like that much wrapping paper, and she saves it because she never knows when it's going to come in handy.
You never know when you might want it. Yeah. So again, if you wanted to personalise this then, you could decide what name you want to put on it, press out the little letters, they just pop out again like we did with all the pieces, and then spell your name to actually pop in the top. But I'm just going to leave mine like that. You've got that lovely sort of elegant look to that one with those papers crackers and the glitter and the sheen on it, and then those beautiful papers speaking for themselves there around the edges.
Absolutely. Loads of love for these.
Yep.
80% of that
Oh,
stock
my
has
goodness.
gone. Check out your basket. Deborah on Facebook, talking about Christmas films, I've been watching Christmas movies on Hallmark for 2 weeks. One Hallmark channel finished on July 8th, and the other Hallmark channel started yesterday. I love Christmas in July. A lot of you love Christmas. Carol, I've got to ask you, Christmas Carol. Carol, what's your favourite Christmas film?
Oh, funnily enough, I don't watch Christmas films, really.
No.
But probably, I don't know if it's classed as Christmas, but Mary Poppins. I like Mary Poppins.
It's what works for you. If it's your Christmas film, listen, Carol, I could talk to you all night. It's been an absolute joy to have you here on Crafter House. In fact, actually, before you go, can we see your Christmas box before you leave us? Go on.
Oh yeah, this one.
This one here it comes.
Here it comes. There's no name on this one though.
Okay, that's all right.
So I don't know whose it is yet.
I love it. Look at those baubles across the top. Yeah.
Gorgeous, yeah.
That is stunning. I absolutely love that, Carol. That is beautiful.
Thank you.
Yes, before you leave us, Carol.
Yep.
The sleigh and the reindeer are sold out, Carol. Your
Have
reindeer,
they?
yeah, the sleigh and the reindeer has gone as well.
Well, we're going to come to that next.
I didn't even get a chance to show that then.
I know, look at it. Look at that, some inspiration as well. There's so much. I think it shows to you, Carol, 4 sellouts. I think it's to show you and your lovely daughter Hayley and Jim, of course, how great are your products are. It's a massive compliment. I take it because everyone loves your products here at Crafters TV and Crafters Companion. So hopefully we'll see you soon with more products and more things which will hopefully sell out here on Crafters TV.
Yeah, always. We're always up for doing more.
Lovely. You take care of yourself. And listen, I know it's only July, but have a lovely Christmas. All right.
Yes, I do. Bye.
See you later. Here, listen, I think it's time for some of you to check out your baskets, all right? Because a lot of this is selling out today. The nativity is sold out. Gingerbread House is sold out. The lights are sold out. And the reindeer and the sleigh has sold out. Their baubles are still available. We've got so much more to show you here on the Craft House. In the meantime, check out those baskets. And me and Jan will see you on the other side of this.
Hi, I'm Sarah from Crafters TV, and I'm here to show you how you can get the best deals and shop while you watch during our shows. The best way to watch us is always on Crafters TV. So head over to our homepage and go to Crafters TV Home, where you can see all of our shows, plus exclusive offers, and even shop while you watch. Now, if you want to get involved and comment along, you can head on over to our community pages. Come say hello, ask us some questions and chat along live with us. Or you can watch us on YouTube. Simply head to our Crafters Companion YouTube channel. Got a smart TV? You can even airplay our shows direct onto your big screen or stream us live through YouTube. We're constantly adding new and exciting shows to our schedule, so don't forget to check in. It's never been easier to have us in your living room. It's always fun here at Crafters TV, so come join us as we create every day. Welcome to Club Inspire, the Crafters Companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every £1, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Yes, welcome back to Craft House with me, George Akid here on Crafters TV. Happy Saturday wherever you are in the world. You've joined us here in the middle of a sellout Dreamees show. Loads of stuff is selling out. The Nativity's sold out. There's reindeer and sleigh selling out. The Gingerbread House is selling out. The lights sold out. A lot of you asking, will these items be restocked before Christmas? Look, we'll have to have a chat with Carol and see what we can do. But here, keep your ears peeled. You'll be the first to know if we can. Now, listen, because we've got so much items sold out, I think it's time that we should do the demo of the show here, allowing you to get some time to have a look at what we've got. So, Jan, what demonstrations have we had so far in the show today?
I'm going to just slide them across carefully. Yes. All right. So we started at the top of the show with the Gingerbread House there. Yep. And he was all decorated up with papers and paints and alcohol pens and you name it, a bit of everything on there. All right. So that was project number 1.
Yep.
I'm going to slide that one back again. Project number 2, on a similar vein, but we had that beautiful nativity scene there. All right, with the Star of Bethlehem and all the little animals waiting to see baby Jesus. So that was number 2.
Yeah.
Again, a mixture of all those different products. Number 3, we've just done that lovely Christmas Eve box there. So that was number 3 with all that lovely detail on top, which I will finish off with my silver pen. I just forgot to bring it with me there. That was number 3. And then, can I slide the sleigh in? Or
yeah,
not?
go on, we'll let you have
Shall
the
we
sleigh.
slide the sleigh? Because that one's already done, look. We were going to do this next, but obviously it's sold out. So that one was the sleigh. They're all decorated. And these are just some dies that I've had in my stash that I've just cut out of some stamping card and some glitter card. The rest of it's covered in gesso. And I've actually sprayed the little reindeers with my spray and sparkle.
Yeah.
So it's just my silver spray and sparkle, and they are actually, if you look at them close up, they are just that little tiny bit shimmery.
Yeah.
On there.
They
and then
beautiful.
You know, just whatever decorations you fancy with it, literally go to town with it. So that would have been number 4.
Well, that is up against what you have 1, 2, 3 or 4. Well, we'll get you 5, 10 minutes. No rush on that. Whatever the winner of that is going to be up against Sarah's demonstration from a little bit earlier on in the launch day. This beautiful box with those beautiful reindeers on there with the centerpieces. They are beautiful, absolutely stunning. That's what you're up against today. So whatever Jan's demo of the day is, a demo of the show, it's going to be up against that, against Sarah.
Ooh.
Who will win? Round out. Ooh. Okay, so let's have a look at these baubles. These just here, 60% of the stock gone. Guess what? It might sell out. I've got a feeling that's the theme of today. Yeah, your Dreamees get 5 of these in your sets. They measure 150 millimeters. I'll compare that for size. It's about a small ruler or next to the iPad, just there. Sorry, diameter. So that's how big they are. That's an iPad just next to it there, so you can see that for size. That is what you're getting. They are priced at £9.99. $14.99. Individually, not individually, that's for all 5. There's 4 here, but you get 5 baubles. If you're a platinum price, that's 20% off, or if it's your first time that you're going to purchase with us, you get 20% off your first order. So you'll be getting that at the platinum price, or if you're a platinum status member in Club Inspire, that's the price you're going to get it at. £7.99, $11.99. This is a perfect little gift for the family. You could all have your own bauble on the tree, and imagine how many years that would last. We've seen how good quality these products are. It's MDF. It's not going to go anywhere soon. Jan, what are we loving about our baubles today?
Honestly, again, anything that's MDF, it just gives you that perfect surface to start working on. The biggest decision I think you need to make is what medium are you going to use to play with. So, you know, are you going to paint on top of it? Are you going to use some of those lovely shimmer metallic polishers? Are you going to use papers on it? Are you going to use a mixture of things on it? You know, one lady asked about the gilding wax. We tried that earlier. That works straight onto it. I've used my alcohol pens on some of those items in the nativity and things like that. So there's so many different ways. It's about deciding on what you're going to use. So for this particular one, I'm going to go back to the papers, and I'm going to use that lovely festive floral pack. Yep. So each of these packs has 48 sheets in, and there are 4 designs with 12 of each one, and they're all double-sided. So technically you're getting more designs. So you've got, for example, I love this watermark in it. This is very much my kind of thing. These are the kind of backgrounds I make with my inks. And then on the back of there, you've got those lovely poinsettias. So I've actually cut some of these, I've fussy cut some of these out to do some decorating on my bauble with. And then the second one in this particular pack is the holly. And again, you've got that gorgeous decoration with the poinsettias on the other side. And then you're going to get 12 of the dotty one. with the poinsettias, and the reverse side is just the plain dots. And then you're going to get 12 of the holly, and on the back of there you've got that gorgeous sort of abstract.
Yeah.
I love that, as if you've done it with your inks and things. So what I've done is I've taken 1 or 2 pieces out of the pack, and I'm literally going to work with some of those onto the bauble. So I thought we'd go with the holly in the background. I quite like that one in the background. So again, I'm going to use that tacky glue. You could use the glue and glaze again, whichever you prefer. They're both sort of going to give you a similar kind of finish, but I'm literally just going to go straight onto the back of here. If it's it's got itself bunged up again. It's like, no, you never use me, I'm not playing. Yeah, because I normally use the little one, but obviously if you're covering a larger surface area, it's better to come straight if it's going to play.
Give us quick, there it is. Oh. That's it.
So again, all over, and you don't need a lot. We were talking about this the other day in one of the shows, less is more with glue.
Yes.
We always end up, and I was guilty of this for a very long time, putting too much glue on things, and then you end up with that lovely mayo technique where it all squidges out the side like it does when you've got it in your sandwich. So again, this one's definitely not playing very well. Let me just grab one from underneath and see if that's been better behaved.
While you're doing that, don't forget it's time to choose the demo of the show. Yes, it's a little bit early, but we haven't decided out, so we've got to do it. So demo of the show, and loads of people, you are struggling to choose it because everyone is loving these demonstrations that you've made. Loads of people are loving what you've made today, Jan, with these Dreamees items. Someone just said you've made them an honour. It's made them an honour. You've been the ambassador of Dreamees today.
Oh.
I love it.
I feel very privileged to be the ambassador for Dreamees.
Yeah, they're beautiful. I know you guys love them as well. Hopefully, fingers crossed, you're asking if they're going to be back in stock. We'll have to have a chat. Hopefully, fingers crossed, you guys have loved them. I'm sure if we have a chat with Carol and Hayley over at Dreamees, they'll be come back on another craft house, and hopefully we'll get them back in stock.
So all I've done is pop that face down onto the paper.
Yep.
We'll just give that a nice smooth out, and then again, I'm going to take my scissors and just cut as close to the edge as I can this time with it. If you can get, with this being a nice outline shape, I can get my scissors pretty much round the edge. With the tree that we covered earlier, we had a much sort of more intricate shape to cut out, so we took the knife to it. This time I can get close enough to the edge of it, and then the actual sander will do the rest of it.
Yeah, of course.
So literally just going to pop round here. And just all I've done is it's got the blade of the scissors against the MDF, and you can see how it's just snipping. And don't worry if there's some bits you think, oh, there's a bit left on there. The sanding block will do the rest of it for you. Now, it would be better in the real world to actually let this dry before you start interfering with the cutting. But obviously, I want to try and give you an idea of how to use these.
Yeah.
So just to take the block again now, and to go again off that edge from the paper to the MDF, and it will take away any excess. So if you haven't trimmed all the way right up to the edge of the MDF, the sander will actually take off that last little bit. Yeah. And you get that lovely edge. It seals it. It helps to seal the edge so that you don't get any peeling from the edge because it's not loose anymore.
I see, yeah.
And it also exposes just a fraction of the fibres in the paper, which will then take the inks and things really well. All right, so I'm just literally going all the way around there, from the paper over the MDF, and it's lovely and smooth now, and there's no chance of that paper actually flicking off the edge now. Yeah. It just works really well. So just follow that all the way around, and then at the top where the shape wasn't quite right, again you can take it back with that sander. So it will take off the excess there, just if you've not quite got the shape with the scissors. Yeah. All right, and then again I'm going to use that green ink that we had out earlier. So this is the water reactive in Pine Tree, but as I say, if you've got the other inks, just for the purpose of going around the edge of something like this, any of our inks will work. Even the quick dries are fine for edging something. I always say get the right ink for the job, but if you're doing something like this, it's just literally edging the paper. It's covering any of that white core from the paper, and it just gives a really nice finish to all your projects. And then there was a hole in there, so I'm literally going to go with my pokey tool there and just gently break that surface there so that I know where that hole is, and
Yes.
then I can actually pop that back in there. Okay. And then again, it's just absolutely go for it, however you want to distress. However you want to decorate was the word I'm looking for.
Love it.
So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to tear some of these to get, I want the edge showing this time so
Right.
that I can add that ink again. So I'm just going to freehand tear a little piece like so, and I want to get rid of that straight edge off that side as well. And deliberately, you know, I tend to go up and down. I try not to tear a straight line. All right, I don't want all that paper showing there either. So we're going to sort of start and layer some of these up. Okay.
Nice, I like that.
And then I've got some of the spotty one as well. We'll do the same with the spots. So I'm going to take a layer off that top edge. Whoops.
While you're doing that, a lot of people are loving these papers. These are part of the Dreamees Create Craft paper pad duo and the traditional tiling paper pad as well. So there's two different sets available. You get the Christmas paper pad duo. There's two sets, 8x8 sheets in there. There's different sheets. You get 48 sheets altogether. Or alternatively, you have got the traditional tidings paper pad. Again, two 8x8 sheets full. Sorry, words out. Start again. You get two 8x8 sheets. Priced at that price there, £15.99, $23.49, working out at 48 sheets. Duo as well, so you get these lovely shapes either side. There's some print on the back as well. Right, adding that dye there onto the edge of that. Beautiful.
Yeah, just with it exposing the fibres, it just takes the ink really nicely.
Yeah.
And then that's going to give that a definite edge against the next paper so that they don't actually blend in. My producer's having heart failure in the gallery there.
The baubles are now limited stock. Over 80% of the stock has already gone on these baubles. Listen, I'm telling you, if you want to get green on the screen, you need to do it because it's limited stock like most of the Dreamees stuff. I've never seen it. I don't know. I think is this like a record, Johnny? Got to be a record for Craft House. Look, if you look, this is I think it's a massive compliment to the Dreamees products. If you're a first-time visitor of these Dreamees products, I think this is the perfect example of how good these products are because you guys are buying them and selling us out of all the Dreamees stock this evening. If you've got it in your basket, please check out because I hate for you to be one of the people who is going to miss out on this amazing product of the baubles. So we've laid up our paper there. What we do next,
I'm going to stick those down in a second. Then, as I say, I've used some of that. One of those designs and just fussy cut some of those poinsettias. So we're going to do a little cluster of those as a sort of a feature on it. And then I thought what we could do as well, we talked about it. We've got those lovely alphabet sheets, haven't we?
Yes.
What sort of word shall we put on there? I'm not going to spell Christmas, it's too long. We could have joy, couldn't we?
Yeah,
That's a nice
joy.
short word to do, yeah. So again, if I just pop some of those little letters out of the back there. So we want J, we want an O, and I'm just using my tweezers to press against those little areas that are connected. There's a little tiny bit that's still connected, otherwise they'd just all fall out in transit. So I just use the base of my tweezers there just to push them through.
And it's not much force on that, is it? It's
not
yes,
at all.
It's secure,
No,
but it's easy to come out.
And just while we're doing that, I'm just going to show you those other... We've got traditional tidings that went with the one that I showed you at the beginning. So you've got some stripes in this one with the extra designs. As I say, both double-sided. And then the other pack has got the vintage Christmas, which is the one that I decorated the box in with that lovely lantern. Some fabulous wording ones in there as well. And then it comes with icy blizzards, which is gorgeous, sort of blues and greens in that one. This is what I decorated the trees on the Gingerbread House with. So so those and again, absolutely beautiful papers.
And limited stock as well on the paper.
Oh.
Just everything's limited stock. Basically, if it's on this show, it's limited stock. Basically, if
Yeah,
it's in your
my
basket,
goodness.
check it out. The baubles limited stock, the papers limited stock. Are the trees limited stock, Johnny? Trees are limited
my
stock.
days.
I'm limited stock. Jan's limited stock.
Oh.
Johnny's, well, he's Johnny, isn't he? Right, so let's get that gilding, the sparkle shimmer stuff on there.
Metallic polish, George, is the word you were looking for.
It's just all
Metallic
coming
polish.
thick and fast, like limited
It is,
stock
it's all
coming out
happening
the
at
ears.
once. So I'm just going to add a little bit of colour to the front of those with that gold. Okay. And we're going to pop those on as well with the poinsettias. And I've got some ribbon, which I think we've got on the show again as well.
Yes, we've got ribbon.
Yep.
It's limited stock now, Jackie.
Is there anything that's not limited stock?
Christmas Eve box isn't limited stock because it's sold out.
Right, oh
so
my
basically,
days.
that is how it goes at the minute. The Christmas Eve box is sold out.
Oh dear.
Like we said, guys, I don't know if these are going to be back in stock for Christmas. I hope, fingers crossed, I hope they are, because they are obviously really popular. We'll have a chat. I'm sure we'll pass on this feedback that you guys want this back in stock. This is what we'll try and do. We love to. We are a community of crafters, and we listen to you. We'll try our very best to try and get this back in stock before Christmas. It's only July. There's a very good chance we may be able to get this back in stock. We'll chat with Carol and the team over at Dreamees. Hopefully, we'll get it back in stock soon.
Right, I'm just going to take that green ribbon off the bottom of here. Okay.
In that ribbon comes, that ribbon is gorgeous. Love that ribbon.
So these are the packs that we've got on the show.
Yes.
There's 4 different ones, different colours. I'm going to make a bow with that, I think. All right, and then literally, these, because I'm going paper to paper now, I've just got the tape, double-sided tape pen out. We can actually pop these across the middle. And then I'm going to do the same again to pop that green layer on. And just because you've got that nice inked edge there, it's just giving you a little bit of definition, one against the other, like so. And then we can trim those around that edge as well.
Yep.
Get rid of the excess. If you want to leave the excess on, absolutely fine. As I say, as far as decoration goes, I always think it's quite a personal thing.
Yes.
You know, we can give you some ideas and some inspiration, but I love it when people take those ideas, George, and then pop their own twist on it.
Absolutely.
And I get such a lot of our ladies and gents that come and put their pictures up on the Facebook wall, and it's brilliant. You know, oh, I like that, but what if I tried it with something and they look great? So yeah, have a play, see what you've got in your stash, and then make it work for you with these gorgeous Dreamees products. So we've got that at the ready there. We're going to have our lettering, on there as well. And forgive me again, because I am rushing with these ones. You will have a lot more time. And then we're going to put just going to pop a bit of dimension in those. And we're going to pop a little cluster of those on one side.
Yep. On that goes. Loads of love. We've got a winner as well, but I'm going to wait to leave a new bauble on there. Marisol on YouTube says, Jan, when you're on, everything sells out. It might be you, Jan. You might be the lucky leprechaun.
We did it once before. What was it? I think it was the Cosmic Shimmer, the first Cosmic Shimmer we did. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it was flying out the door.
While you do them as well, the ribbons as well, which Jan will be using very, very shortly. They come in a nice ribbon bundle. You get the orange, you get the navy and blush, orange sunset, lovely lilacs, and caramel and cream. That is priced at, remind me what that is, Johnny? $9.98 and $13.90. You're saving yourself 50% on that because it works out. You're buying 2, you're getting 2 free. You don't have to do anything. We do that for you. If you want to add that into your basket, listen, check it out now because everything is selling out. You've seen it's limited stock already. Just check it out on your screens. That ribbon is beautiful as well, which Jan will show you once you put a ribbon through on this bauble.
It comes in handy for all. I like using ribbons on my card projects as well. I've got a drawer just for ribbon.
Carol's back on watching, by the way, one of the founders of Dreamees. She said, I'm in here watching now. Carol, it's all selling out. We need you back, all right? Just bring it all back. We'll have it all. Everything's selling out. Everything's gone. We need you bring it all back to me. So, right. Oh, I didn't put it back out doing that. Right, there we are. So that's that lovely ribbon, which is part of the ribbon bundle.
Yeah, this is just one. There's 4 different colours in each pack.
Yep.
So again, I'm just going to pop a quick bow in there using our Craig's bunny ear method. And he's really good at it. So if you want to see it close up, I think he's done it.
Bunny ear method?
Yeah, have you not seen it before?
No.
So do it again.
Do it again.
Right, are you ready then?
Yeah.
So you make 1 bunny ear.
1 bunny ear.
And you make a 2nd bunny ear.
2nd bunny ear.
Yep, and then you cross them over.
Yep.
And then you just feed one of them through the gap.
Yep.
And pull.
Wow.
There you go. And it makes a really nice flat one. So all I'm going to do then is pop fingers in there, and then you can actually tweak it to whatever size you want.
Yes.
And then just pull it tight.
Love it.
In the middle.
Beautiful.
Okay.
What colour is that one, Jan? Just so, is it the navy and blush?
This was out of the Lovely Lilacs
Lovely
pack.
Lilacs
Yes,
set.
because the paper pad in that pack that it came originally with has got the green in it. All right, so again, I'm just going to pop a bit off there, a bit off there, and then I also want to cut another length to come through the top of the bauble. So this one wasn't planned, this one, so I've literally just gone for what I've got available here at the studio. But I'm going to feed that one through the top there and then just double it over to give us a bit of decoration at the top, like so. And then I'm going to pop this one in at the bottom, I think, there. Do you think underneath there?
I think so.
Yes, I think underneath there will go. So we'll pop a bit of glue under there. And then we'll just slot that one in at an angle so it can come over the top of one of them and under the other one.
Panda Crafts on YouTube says, Jan, even though you're rushing, it looks great.
I think I've got some little bits of bling as well that I can pop on there because those were laying around.
Yeah, get
Nobody's claimed them, so I think we'll go. Oh.
Above the joy.
Charlotte's saying above the joy. Have they stuck?
No, you've read your mouth
now,
now,
I've stuck them down, Charlotte. Sorry.
You've ruined it, Charlotte.
Thanks Bless her. Oh, I could have done them above the joy. But yeah, so if we just turn that round for you then.
That is beautiful.
And again, just very, very quickly with the papers out of there, just again giving you one idea of what you can do with them. Some of that ribbon on there, using some of those little letters that are left over when you finished your Christmas Eve box if you've bought that one tonight. So just give you an idea of something that you can do with them.
That is it. Look, they are selling out. Check out your baskets now. Listen, there's so much selling out. In fact, we've got a demo of the show winner. It was demo 2. Nativity's won it.
Thank you very much.
Yes, well done. He's won it. Right, so it's now time to good game. So we'll get the demo of the day. That was Bruce Forsyth, if you were wondering. Now, Sarah was here on our launch day with those beautiful centrepiece dies, which sold out near enough. If you want them, listen, that was a sellout as well. This is what she made, this lovely box here with the, it was the night with the lovely Father Christmas and the reindeer, or Santa Claus, whatever you call him, across the buildings. This lovely box, which you guys asked to see as well. You asked to see how this box was made. That's number 1, or will it be number 2, what Jan's made in the craft house today, the nativity scene. Can we have a quick look at that, Jan?
Oh, you want me to move it? Hang on a minute, hang on a minute.
No pressure.
I want to slide it across.
Slide the nativity in. There it is. Beautiful.
Ooh.
Will it fit on the shelf? That maybe.
I'm leaving it there.
That's all right.
Charlotte will have to do the zoom in because it's. I don't want it to all fall to pieces. So that was just my take on it, just with the colours. And as I say, we'we've got that gorgeous whitewash one on the set over there with George.
So listen, while we work out what we're going to do and what we're going to sell, we're going to have a look at our Ultimate Pro, which is in stock on the website. Have a look at this.
The Ultimate Crafter's Companion is an all-in-one compact carry case which is going to allow you to score, measure, trim, emboss and embellish. The case incorporates 10 vital paper crafting tools all rolled into one lightweight and portable product. If you're crafting at home, this makes a great workstation. Or the carry case design allows you to easily pack up everything you need for crafting on the move. With the Ultimate Crafter's Companion, you can make hundreds of different cards in all shapes and sizes. Working with standard card and paper size, you can fold anything, from basic bifold, trifolds and gatefold cards, right up to pop-out, jump-up cards, or even more complex keepsake books. Simply rest your cardstock against the carefully calculated grid lines, read off the desired size, and use one of the specially designed scoring tools to create an accurate and very professional crease. Every card needs an envelope, and with the Ultimate Crafter's Companion, you can make envelopes in any shape and size to match all your handmade cards. Package your delicate craft projects in colour-coordinated matching envelopes and add a professional finishing touch.
No longer will you be restricted to making cards to correspond with ready-made envelope sizes. With hundreds of possible size combinations, your imagination is the limit. And for those really special dimensional cards, you can create 3D box envelopes to not only house, but to protect your handmade card creations. Create your own boxes in any shape and size, from a matchbox right up to a shoebox. All of the calculating and measuring has been taken care of for you, so you can simply follow the guide and create custom-sized boxes which fit together perfectly. Triangular, hexagonal, diamond-shaped boxes are all possible, as well as your regular boxes. You can also create specialised exploding boxes or expanding boxes too. You can even make your own favour boxes for those special occasions. Any craft toolbox should include a paper trimmer, and when you're crafting on the go with the ultimate paper crafting tool, you'll need a paper trimmer at your fingertips. The integrated trimmer stores inside the tool and clips into place for easy access. The ergonomically designed cutting mouse holds a standard size blade, which is very easy to replace. Create delicate embellishment for your paper crafting projects with the integrated bow maker. The simple 6-step process will allow you to create perfect bows in an instant. For paper embellishment, you can use the decorative embossing shapes which are featured throughout the board. Emboss onto special papers, vellums or even acetate to create your own intricate toppers. Everything you need comes included with the tool and stores inside for easy access. Each unit includes a full colour instruction book, cutting mouse and ruler, the bow making pegs and 2 specially designed scoring and embossing tools. Whether you're crafting on the move or using this as a complete workstation at home, the Ultimate Crafter's Companion provides you with all the tools you need at your fingertips.
Yes, welcome back to Craft House. How good is that? I love it. Absolutely amazing product. So here we are. Guys, can you believe what's happened in the last 3 minutes and 35 seconds since we last saw you? We've had another sellout. Yes, something else has sold out. The Dreamees traditional tidings paper pad duo, it's sold out as well. That's sold out, guys. And like I said, Carol is watching. Carol, we need more. It's the 6th thing that's sold out this evening, guys. You've been buying in your hundreds and hundreds. You've been buying this. Now, listen, this is a credit to what this quality of product is. There's a few items left. Have a look on the website. If they're in your basket, please check out. We've got 9 minutes left. Check it out. But we've also got on the show today, you've seen what we've done with some of our pens on this MDF Creations. What about metallic markers? I know it's not really, you wouldn't think metallic at Christmas, but it's got that glitter. Jan, let's have a look at these beautiful metallic markers that we've got here.
These have got mica in them, George. So we've got that lovely sort of metallic finish, and you'll get the premium result on a black cardstock or a dark coloured cardstock. Anything that's metallic will show up better on dark card.
Yeah.
You'll get the pigment, the colour on a lighter colour card, but you get that lovely metallic effect. Now, they start out life as a pen, but again, as always, they are multifunctional. So I'm just going to show you actually what they're like if you haven't seen them before. The fact that they're a dual tip pen, and we've got 3 different collections. This one's my favourite. We're not supposed to have favourites, but we do.
You're allowed.
And I like this one, the precious metals one, and I use these for writing a lot of my Christmas cards with.
Yes.
And they've actually got a bullet tip, so quite a fine tip. Oh, gosh.
Oh, go on, you can do it.
No, I mean, Weetabix today. So quite a fine one that you can write with. And then on the other end, you've got the brush nib, which again, if you like doing the brush lettering, this one's a soft nib on here, so you can do that sort of thick and thin stroke. So what I mean by that, this is actually the bronze one. So again, with the bullet nib, you can just do your straightforward writing. Okay, it's quite a nice thick nib, and as I say, I like to write my Christmas cards. It just gives them that little touch of something. But if you like to go to that length where you've got sort of the more of the brush lettering, if you use the thicker brush nib, this will actually lay flat on the paper. So again, we did a little bit of this the other day with the paint markers. Yeah. Traditionally, with a brush lettering, your upstrokes are thin and your downstrokes are the thick ones. So when you get into calligraphy and things like that. So literally, when you go up for a letter, it's going to stay quite thin. But as we bring it down, if you lay the nib down, you can see how you can get that lovely thick stroke. So up and down again. Up and down. So this is only very, very quick for you. Up, and then lay that brush down to give you that lovely stroke at the bottom. Up and down, and then up again. That downstroke thick.
Love that.
Okay, so it just gives you that idea with them, and the colours in them are beautiful. In this particular set, we have got the silver one, okay, which is tarnished silver. So if I just give you, oops, that one looks as if it's had a little bit of a, that's not tarnished silver, that one's, is it?
Is it tarnished silver?
No, that's in the wrong box.
Oh.
I'll come back to that one. Yeah, I'll come back with them. It should be silver ingot, which is quite a pale one.
Yeah.
There we go, look. It should be that one.
It's Ben's fault. He was messing with them yesterday.
Oh, wait while I see him. I'm going to say that looked a wee bit dark. Yeah, that's your silver ingot. That should be in this one, okay? So very pale silver. We've got that lovely gold plate, which is a nice...
Love that.
Called real gold colour. Yeah. And then we've got what I call copper, bronze and... what are they? Burnished copper, gold nugget, and antique bronze.
Nice.
Yep. So again, just to go through you the colours there. And if you can tune in tomorrow, I'm back in the studio tomorrow with a launch tomorrow.
Wow.
And I've actually used, we have some metallic ink pads, which are the similar colour range to these. And I'm actually going to do some stamping with some of the metallic inks tomorrow. So again, it just reminded me because I think I've used the bronze one. But absolutely beautiful colours. And then if we just get them in the light, you can just see where that metallic lushness comes from there. Absolutely beautiful. So this was sort of the original set, and then we went on to the colours. Now they look as if they're all a bit mixed up, so let me just grab those as well. I think those are in the right order. So pink quartz, no, they're mixed up. Wait while I see that, Ben.
Is he doing it?
Amethyst. Yeah, we are okay, we're good, yeah.
That's
the
okay.
pink. I'll let him off. So let's have a look on this one then. So the pink quartz, again, you know, you sort of, when you think of metallic pens, I think you tend to think of those metallic colours.
Yes.
But then we actually introduce coloured pigments into them. So just look at this.
Oh, wow.
That's the rose one, okay? Pink quartz it's called. Then we've got two shades of green. You've got what I call a true green, which is green citrine.
Oh. It's so vibrant.
They're beautiful, aren't they?
Yeah.
Really full of pigment. And then you've got the turquoisey colour, which is jade. All right, so that goes into that. Just look at these.
It's so
and you can actually go direct onto your stamps with these. If you've got a clear stamp or a rubber stamp for that matter on the back of your stamping platform, literally with the brush over the stamp, a very, very light misting of water and then stamp, and you'll get a really good sort of print on it. And as I say, we're going to do a little bit of that with the ink pads tomorrow rather than the pens. Okay, but I think we're running out of time.
We are running out of time. Look, I've got examples here. Look, there's so many examples of what you can do. The peacock of that with these pens. Look, Jan's going to be here tomorrow showing you all about what you can do with metallic ink. So make sure you're back here tomorrow at 3 p.m, 10 a.m. Listen, we've got a demo of the day. Can you believe it? It was between, let me just move those out of the way. It was between Sarah's Christmas box that she made with those brand new dies which we launched today, the centerfold dies, or it was against Jan's nativity scene, the Dreamees nativity scene, which is now sold out. It was against this. I think it's quite clear what the winner was. It was the nativity. Yes, it was the nativity. The box is still there. Jan, your nativity is the demo of the day. How cool is that?
Thank you to our Dreamees friends, because they've done all the hard work. I just got the enjoyment of playing with them.
It might struggle to fit on the shelf.
It might.
It might. Wow. Yes, listen, we're coming towards the end of the day. What an amazing day it has been here on Crafters TV. Jan, thank you so much for joining me. When are you back?
I'm back tomorrow, and then I'm back again on Tuesday as well. So I've got something quite exciting going off on HSN Day on Tuesday. So I'm going to keep that one up my sleeve for now, yes.
Exciting. Yes, let me remind you what's coming up tomorrow. 12 p.m. UK time, 7 a.m. East Coast and 4 a.m. West Coast time. It is the softer side of life. Joe's going to be back here tomorrow, so make sure you come and say hello. Then at 3 p.m. UK time, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard 3 p.m. UK time, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Standard Time. Launch day, like Jan was just giving a little teaser of. Jan's going to be back tomorrow with the lovely Jo. And then, of course, the Second Chance Sunday, as always, wrapping up the day. Listen, thank you so much for joining me on what has been an amazing few days. I was here yesterday, which was brilliant. And then I've been here all day today. We had that brilliant Play Your Crafts Right. I'm sorry I let you down, Team Facebook, but YouTube, you did win. So, well done to you. And it was that beautiful launch day with Sarah and Becky. They were here with those beautiful dies. I mean, they are fantastic. Listen, it's going to be a sellout of day, because I think that's nearly sold out. That's going to be limited stock. If you've got them in your basket, get them, because they are all selling out. And these Dreamees, well, it's been a success. I think it's been a fantastic success today. Sorry if you've missed out on them. We'll try our very best to get them back here. Now, I'm not going to be back now till next Sunday, so I'll see you then. In the meantime, take care of yourself, and wish us luck over there in America. England play tomorrow in the Euro finals. We need all your luck across there and over the pond, so make sure you send it across. In the meantime, take care of yourself, and I'll see you very, very soon. Good night.